Hi, I'm Russ with ESBService.com, and today I wanted to address a couple of frequently asked questions that I get regarding the acrylics on your tanning bed. The tanning bed is a 6-foot tanning bed, and of course we have two acrylics, one in the canopy and one in the bench. Now, the first most common question that comes up on the acrylics would be, what is the weight limit? Your acrylic is rated at 300 pounds. That's how much weight it can support, trusting the bed is all assembled properly. So again, you have a supporting weight of 300 pounds on here. That should provide enough safety. If you weigh more than 300 pounds, then I simply wouldn't recommend going into the tanning bed. Also, the tanning bed is designed for only one person to use it at a time. So that's the weight limit, is 300 pounds on the acrylic. Another question that I get is the acrylic itself, can I just replace it with a plexiglass? Well, the answer is no. Your acrylic is acrylic, and plexiglass is, although it might look similar, it's not formulated the same as your acrylic. Your acrylic is specially formulated to allow for the maximum transmission of the UV through it. A lot of plexiglass actually will filter the UV out. There's a lot of calls that we get at ESBService.com where people will try to save money by purchasing in aftermarket purchasing, say like a plexiglass. They put it in there and then now they find that all their tanning power is lost. They're not getting a tan anymore. And if you were to check it with a UV meter, you would see that there's actually no UV coming out. There might be visible light coming out, but there won't be any UV coming out. So of course we recommend using OEM acrylics and keeping them in good shape. Speaking of which, another question that comes up is, my acrylic is fogging. Let's say on the underside of your acrylic you have a fog that's developing. Well, this would be an indication of the environment that the acrylic is in. Your fans inside your bench and your canopy end up taking air through your end caps and using it to ventilate your electronic system and to keep the system running cool. So where your vents are, the fans will actually blow whatever's in the outside air on to the underside of your acrylics. So it may be optimal to move the bed to a better place. Basements and dusty areas obviously are going to they're going to have a lot more of this as opposed to if you have it in a bedroom, say. You may consider using a humidifier with distilled water. If you have dry air, say, you don't want to have regular water where it's going to actually put the deposits from your ambient air on the underside of your acrylic. No matter what, if you do have the fogging, you're going to need to actually remove the acrylic and clean the underside of the acrylic. I recommend using Power Clean, and then just simply spray it on your rag once you get the acrylic off and just and clean the area well. And try to note where it's coming from. Like I said, if it's in the proximity of the vents, then you know that that's where it's coming from. But keep your acrylics in good shape, and you should be able to then enjoy your tanning experience for years to come.